Hello, I'd like to go over a few more things on the reports module. We've been getting questions. Didn't have time to go over it, but I'll just hit them now, and that is some frequently asked or early questions, and I'll just kind of run through each one. What is, and show you how to do it where we can. Can I add a chart from outside of the data dashboard? So whether through a variety of their sources, whether another data collection, third-party resource, a chart that's really powerful in terms of what we're doing on our interventions. All of that can be brought in, and I'll show you how to do that. Can multiple people build a report? Yes, I'll kind of go through that as well. How do I share it? I've shown you that before, but I'll do it again quickly. Can I add a photo to a chart? Yes. And can you save the report as a PDF and print it? And I can show you how to do that as well. So let's kind of just go in order from those questions. First one, can I add a chart from outside? So here we are in our mock-up report. And to get a chart, you would go into add a description or a title. So we're used to that here. Let's do this. It's EL progress. So I have a chart from the state accountability for a given school, and there's a chart for it. And I'm just going to add that because of our focus. Let's say we're focusing on our ML students. ML progress. So if I go into add picture, it's going to ask choose file, stuff that you're used to doing. So I have this in my downloads that I've titled, and just click upload, and there it is. This is a JPEG image. I think that it needs to be a JPEG to upload. So if you can just keep that in mind, and then just do done. And there we go. Again, we have to do our usual resize, but so there you go. We have outside information, and you can again move your text box and talk about it so it blends in. Obviously that's no update because you're just doing a point in time, but you can bring in elements like that. How can multiple people build a report? So you've gone in here and you have your titles. Let's go back to our reports module, and I'll describe how to do it so far, and people may come up with a better idea. But right now you have your report name, and I think that's where you would do your work. The way I would do it is that you would give it a report name and maybe put version 1 or V1 on the end of it, so new math report V1. And then you can work on it. Let's say you're doing the first half and you want to hand it off to someone else on your team who's going to add a lot of narrative and maybe work on goal number 2. So if you had that and you save it, and when you go out and share your report, you would go share it with them. They would then take the report and find the shared report, and they would bring it in. You know, I'm assuming that they're at your school, so everything you've done with your data pull, as long as they have the same access as you, all that stuff's going to be rendering and pull up exactly the same, and they're going to be able to add to it, but they just need to save it as version 2, so save the exact name V2 and hit save, and then they also need to share it back to you. So it's going to be kind of an iterative, where you have version 1, you pass it out to somebody, they do version 2 and add their parts to it, it comes back to you, you could maybe save it as version 3. So it's not perfectly in the world of the way Google lays it out, but you know, they probably have 50 programmers, and we have the one and only Jeff Murray, so we have a staff of 1 who has kind of built this out. So I think that's a reasonable way to do iterative reporting and updating and multiple people helping. It may not be the slick world of Google, but maybe in the future we'll figure out a snazzy way to do it, but at least that will work in the near term. How do I share it? I'll go through that again. It's a simple way. We do have that copy, so you can copy a report, but if you open the report, and then go into Edit. It's in Edit here where you have your report settings, and you can do, sorry about that, you can go in here, and this is where you share your report, so you can just toggle on to sharing the report, and away you go. So that's where you have that. The next one is, can I add a photo or an audio clip? I've done that through the chart. The chart was an image, and essentially it's the same thing, where if you save it as a JPEG, then you can upload it. So you can do a photo, or I haven't tried the audio clip, but there's a button that clicks it, so somebody let me know if it works. And then, can I save a report? This makes a lot of sense of what to do. So within this world, I have gone in, and I am in Safari, but in Safari there's a feature that you say export as a PDF. So in your browser that you're looking at, it's not a reporting feature within the dashboard environment of hit a print button, but if you in your browser just hit export or save as a PDF, I will show you where that's at. So I have saved in downloads what I just called practice, and this is saved as a PDF report, and let me show you. So this is how it came down as a PDF report, and let me screech it down so you can kind of see. So this is an example of kind of the way it looks. So it's not bad. You can see that there's the titles here. You do have all of this as the other parts of the dashboard right now, but you can see, you can scroll through it. So this is kind of what we have right now as a PDF report. A lot of the report features do take quite a bit of work to get right, so we'll try to move forward in the future with that, but that's what you can do, is have as a saved PDF report. Except for this top banner information, it's pretty cut and dry as to the report that you're looking at, and those charts and the narrative coming through. So I think it's pretty good as a start, and you can print that as well, because it's just a PDF report. So and I think it's just going to look the way it is on the screen. So that's a start with some of our frequently asked questions. Please email me or Jeff Murray or anyone else on the dashboard development team, and we're glad to add to the list and to get that out with our user group as we build that going forward. Thanks. Have a great rest of your day and evening.